there is a danger of building idols around those you love, because you expose them. You expose them. That is why sometimes the children who are loved most are the ones who get spoiled, because the parents did not know when to draw the line between loving their children by wisdom and loving them more than they did God and truth. The people we venerate beyond God, usually we put them at the exposure of the enemy to take them out. There are people I know who are dead because it was the only way, and God is not the one who kills them. No. But you expose them at a place where the enemy had to destroy them because they were not willing to pay the price of allegiance. Yet you have exalted them to places of idols. One time I was dealing with a fellow, used to work in the sound department. And he voluntarily came. I didn't ask him. He voluntarily came and said, I want to help in sound. And he used to come and help in sound. So one of those days, 2-3 times, for 3 times, not consecutive, but different times, I would ask, where is the sound fellow? Oh, today he's not around. So one of those days, out of love, I call him and say, hey, why aren't we, what happened last Sunday? I didn't see you. He said, you see, Apostle, I just felt I needed time with my children. So I tell him, well, at least you should have communicated than just go missing without us knowing and you're in charge of the console. What about the lives that are supposed to be touched that Sunday? The people that must be ministered to by your ministry? And he tells me, my children are my ministry, and they are more important than everybody else. And I told him, yes, they are more important than everybody else. But to God, those children and everybody else are all human beings. You understand what I'm saying? And so I told him, so you mean to say that everybody who's attending service and serving in the church loves their children less than you love your own? Or that the best time to love your children is the Sunday morning when the kingdom needs you, in the whole week and the whole year? So, some of us who come to church, you mean to say we don't have time to minister to our children? Oh no, I could sense that this fellow had started to build idols around his children, that he had started to lose the bigger picture. You see, they always say it's God, your family, and the rest, and that's true. But I don't want us to miss the wisdom that is required to balance when God will need you sometimes in certain places, and there are instances where the wisdom and mind of God would require you to sometimes leave your children to go and attend to his business. Now, some of you who are very protective, you don't understand this because you've lived this life of idolatry for a long time. I'll give you an example. This morning, Sunday, I was supposed to be preaching, right? I love my wife. She comes first. Now, imagine she woke up this morning at 8 and said, darling, today, I want you here for me. You've served everybody, you've ministered enough, call any other pastor to preach, but today, I want you the whole day here. Okay, I can preach for 4 hours and we're still together the whole evening. No, now. Are you following? At that point, I should ask myself, is this God on my wife? Are we getting it? So, the preferred moment of passion is when I'm supposed to be preaching. Are you learning something? I have you the whole week. You can even ask for that time tomorrow morning. And you know, there are Christians who don't have that balance. They say, Pastor Rohi, preach, my wife needs me. I would be exposing her.